somehow it turned off because it heated up or some shit. I don't know. So, greetings. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the... Yep. Greetings. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Bowlin Thru Albums, brought to you by Vinyl Hunger, the YouTube channel for all things vinyl. Make sure to go there and give us a follow. We're here to talk about albums that we believe belong in your record collection, and in this case, movie collection. I don't think the soundtrack belongs in the... Anyways, today's topic of conversation is the great movie, The Decline of Western Civilization, Part 2, The Metal Years. Are you ready for that, Sam? Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm ready.
With you, as always, is me, Harvey. And with me, as always, I've got Sammy.
Hello.
And Dino.
Hello.
So let's dive into one of the most defining heavy metal movies and great soundtracks of the late 80s. And how this young director really killed heavy metal.
Killed it.
I'm not alone.
Like in a bad way, not like, oh my God, girl, you killed it, but like you killed it.
I'm not alone on the thought that I was reading around on it. For our listeners that don't know, this movie came out in I know the time.
It was 87.
Too bad we don't have a fat guy.
Like 88. It came out in 1988. So let's say, all right. So I'll check it out real quick here.
Although I think most of that video footage was from well before the movie came out.
So anyways,
oh brother.
I know it. That works. It made me
let me whistle you a little ditty while he's busy.
It says it's a 1988 documentary by Penelope Spheris.
You got some real vocal gymnastics going on.
Yeah, exactly. So it was released June 17th, 1988, possibly on the same day that I graduated from high school. I think I graduated like June 22nd or some shit like that.
Wow.
And because I remember wanting to go watch it, but nobody ever had it. I think it was a kind of straight to video release because I remember seeing it right away on video. But
yeah, that's the kind of movie that does shoot straight to video. I probably never saw the inside of a movie theater.
So this movie, for you guys that don't know, is by a documentarian, like I said, Penelope Spheris, and she did, of course, The Decline of Western Civilization Part 1, and that was on the whole punk movement.
That was awesome.
Which is really good. So, but today we're going to talk about the metal years because it coincides with most of the albums that we've been talking about. So I feel like to really know the movie, it was filmed between August of 87 to February of 88. So all the segments and stuff in the movie are from that time. So
they say.
Yeah. So I think it covers heavy metal, and I'm going to call it heavy metal, and I'm going to tell you why. Right? The term heavy metal, because everybody always, subcategorizes, So when we talk heavy metal, not only are we talking Motley Crue, but we're also talking Slayer. We're also talking Seducer. We're also talking Bitch. We're also talking, Rat. We're talking Slayer. We're talking heavy metal is just heavy metal of the time. Yes, it started going to death metal, speed metal,
thrash metal
and everything, but all in all, to us, they're all heavy metal. So when I say heavy metal, I mean that whole genre of music with a lot of distortion and speed, or not sometimes, but distortion for sure. Always distortion, right? Let's say heavy metal for sure, distortion, metal.
Yeah, even on the bass sometimes.
I mean, because honestly, when metal was coming up, bands like Bon Jovi, the first album was the metalheads listened to it, and it had distortion, it had solos. I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah, it kind of depended on the metalhead.
It was on the end, it was at the edge of the spectrum.
A lot of metalheads.
He was accepted.
Yeah, that was kind of lucky too, because most metalheads back then didn't like the whole big hair.
It wasn't until Slippery When Wet with You Give Love a Bad Name song. That's when we all said, okay, nah. That's
Jump the
too
shark.
much. Yeah. Too much for us. But
Wait, like too much, like you didn't like it?
Huh?
You didn't like it?
No, it was already like on the way too commercial.
The big hair pop.
Yeah.
I see.
To put it in retrospect, Guns N' Roses had Appetite. They were climbing the charts with Appetite. Motley Crue was on Girls, Girls, Girls. Metallica was doing Master of Puppets. And Slayer was doing Rain and Blood at the time. And Poison would Look What the Cat Dragged In. What were you up to during this time period? I'm not asking you because,
I was not born yet. Take me back.
That was a rough time.
No shit.
87 to 90 probably.
Like, what were you listening to, music-wise?
This. I was listening
No
to metal.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a lot of hip-hop, too, because we lived in South Central, so,
So, like, all the stuff that I was mentioning, like Great White One Spittin' was out. That's another great album.
Yeah. We were listening to all what was current coming out metal-wise then, and, liked reggae, and I liked, NWA and that kind of hip-hop shit, but it was pretty much... The core was metal, this kind of metal.
Yeah. What do you think, Sammy? What would be your band from if you had to pick from Motley Crue, Poison, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, or Slayer? I want to see what person you were in 1987.
I don't know.
Like,
that's a hard
what
question.
person would you have been?
This goes across the spectrum, kind of.
How old would I be?
Let's say you were 15.
Oh man, depressing. I want to.
So you would have probably been listening. You probably would have been listening to all these bands.
Yeah, I was thinking Metallica, maybe.
The Master of Puppets. That's what was out at the time.
I was originally gonna say Motley Crue because I'd be like partying and stuff, but I don't know.
Well, here's an interesting tidbit. At that I didn't mention about that time, what I was doing is one thing I didn't is I wasn't a big fan of Metallica or Slayer at the time. I didn't dislike them. It's just that they were just a little too heavy for my liking at the time.
Yeah.
But in 91, I got taken to a Metallica concert, or 90 or 91 in Irvine Meadows. I don't remember what.
And Justice for All.
And Justice for All, yeah.
Actually, I think my answer would depend on, at the time, who I thought was the hottest. Like, because I was 15, so I was like, whatever guy that I thought was cute, I'd be like, I love that band.
Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi. You wouldn't have liked Bon Jovi that much because it was like basic. You would call it basic, like
basic bitch shit.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to say it because you say it better. But I think you would have been into like Poison and Guns and Metallica and Slayer because it was raining
all
blood.
Of them.
It's kind of, and because also at that time you got to remember the other side of the world that The Cure was out with Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, New Order, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I feel like I probably would have been in that group.
That's what I was going to say. I bet you would have been in the new wave group.
Yeah.
The Dark group, the Depeche Mode,
Blasphemous
Rumors group. What a trip. That's one of the things I wanted to ask you for some reason. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for listening. It's been great since we put up our episodes on YouTube. I want to thank each and every one of you. As of a little while ago, we're at 908. So we're 91 subscribers away from 1,000. And I got to say that at 1,000, that we're going to do a giveaway of a couple records that we've talked about. So stay tuned for that. And remember, it's Vinyl Hunger on YouTube. All right, so remember that. We're still not on social media, but we are on every podcast site available. So look out for that, because if you're digging the vibe, then tell your friends too. Tell them to listen, tell them to follow.
You ought to watch it on YouTube because, when we start doing these things with some video in them, it'll already be set up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still image right now, but hey, it's better than nothing. And we've been getting a lot of listens on YouTube, so without too much advertising, so that's great. We really thank everybody. So on with the show. So a little bit of background on the movie itself, and this director
Panoply.
What did you say, nipple?
Panoply.
Nipple. So Penelope Nipple. Penipple pussy. Okay. Spheris. It's SPHEERIS. Spheris. Penelope Spheris.
Just
clitoris.
Call her P.
Who is she?
Just call her the person who made the movie or whatever.
So, anyways, who is she? Yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to explain because it's kind of a big deal, I guess. She is the director of the movie, and in this movie in particular is the follow-up to her documentary on hardcore punk from 1980 called "Decline of Western Civilization." But part 2 chronicles heavy metal in '88 in Los Angeles, predominantly glam, which was at the rage at the time, of course. Spheris later, check this out. This I did not know, but maybe I did, but I don't know. Spheris later hit the box office. She hit the box office jackpot as the director of Wayne's World in 1992. So the director of this stuff, she did.
That's
Wayne's
a good
World.
resume filler.
Not bad, huh? Yep. So hopefully, I wish she would do because there was a part 3 and I've never seen it. I have yet to see it, but
what's that one on?
I don't remember.
Useless.
There's a Decline of Western Civilization part 3.
Was there?
I don't know.
Oh my God, he's just saying shit now.
I told him that I'd
Let me see the remote.
I told him that I'd seen this one more than I saw the first one. And then I realized when I saw the first one again recently that that's the one I had seen, and I'd never seen this one.
Oh, yeah.
Until just yesterday.
That's crazy because I've never seen the first one. And all I've seen is this one, the second one.
It says there is a part 3.
What's it called?
Captures the life of Los Angeles gutter punks. Nice.
What the hell's that?
The movement we miss because we're like having kids and
punks.
Stuff.
I mean, now we're gonna sub-genre punks.
Yeah.
So
homeless teenagers. Love that.
I wonder if Anthony Kiedis is in there.
When I was younger, I wanted to go to see these things. I would only just read about this stuff, right, in magazines and stuff. And you see, we used to play the song called "Bathroom Wall" when I was in the band called Sweet 19 in high school, and I don't believe it wasn't one of the ones we played at the talent show. But there's a band. There's so many bands that are talked about in this movie. I mean, and it goes from Poison, Wasp, Rat, Aerosmith, Motley Crue, Slayer, Metallica, Odin, Anthrax, who else? Faster Pussycat, Lizzy Borden, who else is in there? I mean, God damn it, they have Lemmy, and that's one thing I wanted to mention. Where did that Lemmy is God come from? Because I remember it from when I was younger. Hey, you like Motorhead? And your answer was Lemmy is God.
I've heard that my whole life too, and I don't know where it came from.
Every time you'd ask somebody, hey, you like Motorhead? And they'd answer you, Lemmy is God. Instead of yes. It's all right.
That's a good answer.
I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah. And I was telling Dino that I don't see him as God because of Dogma. To me, God is Alanis Morissette. In the movie Dogma, she plays the perfect God. It's perfect. It's great. I love it.
I like her version too, yeah.
All right. I got this new microphone holder, and I don't like it. It's really messing with me. I'm just I'm all twisted and shit trying to talk into it.
You're adjusting your body to the adjustable mic stand.
Yeah, exactly. I should adjust this thing to me. All right. But,
I think I've seen these guys like 2 or 3 times back in the 80s.
Really?
Opening for people.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole list of bands that I've seen a bunch of, but they were always opening for somebody else. And most of them I can't remember. So I couldn't even tell you who I've seen them with, but I know I've seen these guys in like Fastway.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Fastway. I love Fastway.
Another band that opened up for a bunch of people.
These guys had that sound, like there was like sounds that came across the 80s, and this was like what I call the Guns N' Roses style sound, like kind of southernish a little bit, you know, with that that high chords and stuff like he was playing right now. So it was like Guns N' Roses, it was LA Guns, it was Faster Pussycat, and Cinderella slightly, but Cinderella was more metal. They were like
they were definitely a little harder.
More like Docking kind of, you know, hard metal. But they were going off right here at this time too, Cinderella.
Yeah. I can't believe they didn't mention Cinderella because they were big at this time.
I think the movie is set up in a way where they show what could happen with Kiss and you know, the big guys, Ozzy that's in it, Aerosmith. Then they show the kind of gonna make it kind of guys like Faster Pussycat, you know, a little higher there, and then a little lower, and then just the fucking bottom is all the guys that they start interviewing, you know, guys that never made it.
Yeah, all the ones that tell you, what do you do if you don't make it? They're like, well, I'm gonna make it.
Like there's the cog where Kiss and those guys are at. Then there's the cog where Faster Pussycat and these guys are at. And then there's the cog where London and all the rest of the guys are at.
You know, you got to translate that into current terminology. It's font size.
Yes, it's font size on the fucking on the festival
size on the poster. The people that you have to put your glasses on to read at the bottom there, there's the ones that are getting interviewed here.
This is the song we used to play.
Wait, what song is this?
Bathroom Wall.
Oh my God! Yep, I remember this song.
So a bunch of bands had like this sound.
Yeah, you're right. Poison. Yeah, there was a bunch of bands.
Some of them kind of look like they dress like pirates. Like, look at that guy. He's dressed in pirate attire.
You know what's crazy is that I love the way
What is he? Some kind of pirate?
The lead singer from Faster Pussycat. I love his style. Like I would.
Ew.
I would have loved to have fucking been on stage wearing all that shit that he's wearing.
It's horrific.
You don't think he looks cool as fuck?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, I think he looks cool as hell.
You
Look
would.
at metal chicks. I miss metal chicks. They were the best.
Look at that.
That's his name, Tammy, instead of Jamie. What kind of shit is that?
Tammy. Terrible name, terrible outfit.
Everybody, terrible outfit. Look, even the guy next to him with the hat.
Also,
I think he looks cool.
Good, I don't like the hat, but you know the shirt's all right.
I like the guy in the back too with the headband. I guess I like the
you
pirate
like the
look.
pirate look,
the gypsy thing.
I'm like,
I like the gypsy thing. Look at the metal chicks. You would have been one of those metal chicks, you think? Big hair and shit.
No, probably not.
No.
It's too.
You know what? No.
Draws too much attention.
Yeah, I think you would have been not. You would have been more like like we were talking about
emo.
earlier. Yeah. Not like those chicks right there. Party chicks.
Yeah, this is wow.
But yeah, back then, man, I would have given anything to be right there. Fucking A. And you know when me and my friends used to watch this movie, me and Roland and Fred, and we used to sit there and watch the movie. And at one point when we started watching it, we were just like, yeah, man, that's what we want. That's what we got to do, you know. Look at, you know, they show the bottom of the pile, the top of the pile, you know, it can be done. And then you start, you know, as the years pass and you keep watching it and you realize how really fucking sad it is. Most of the people have never even made it. Like right now, like most of these guys that weren't way at the top, they're gone. And then
like
the guys,
dead?
No, like they're not playing music. Like they never made it, you know, like after what, 30, 40 years.
And possibly yes.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, possibly
well.
yes. But at the same time, there was bands that I didn't think were gonna make it that survived. Like for instance, like Lizzy Borden. I was a huge Lizzy Borden fan, huge. But they lost this guitar player, Matuzak, right? Right after they recorded this album called The Murderous Metal Roadshow. It was a live album. It was fucking phenomenal. And he helped write a lot of their early stuff. Like they had 2 albums and an EP that was just phenomenal. But when they went on this, they had changed guitar players, and you could tell in the song Born to Be Wild, like the solo is just lame. And that's what I thought. Lizzy Borden just became lame. But, what the fuck do I know? Because, 30 years later, those guys just celebrated an anniversary with a fucking album, like in 2024, it's fucking crazy. Like, and then I look at the discography, they've been fucking consistent. So, it worked,
Right.
It's like, damn.
Yeah, it's like you think because you stopped listening to them, they stopped playing.
Yes.
And
because I thought they were whack. I thought everybody thought, I'm aging myself again with the slang, huh?
Whack. That's fucking whack. Oh my God. Old.
Joe
Is
Perry.
whack old? I think it is because, I've heard somebody else say that and they're old too.
See? Fucking sucks.
I mean, they're older than me.
So I really wanted you to watch it so you could see, because like when they show the fans and stuff, I mean, that's how we were.
That's us.
Yeah. It's crazy because it wasn't all like neon colors and all this shit. That was it. Fucking faded jeans, concert shirt, cut off jean jacket, with patches everywhere. All confused with punk stuff and heavy metal stuff, like you got DK next to Motley Crue, and you're going, what? Hey, man, I like it all. And that's the thing. Back then, these guys that I knew that lived on the street, C. and Perry in Calexico, always called me a poser, and I fucking hated it because I never felt like I was a poser. Yeah, my band was totally glam, but my favorite band was fucking Slayer. And it was just weird because I would always say, if I had a choice of bands, I'd be in a fucking metal band, playing Metallica and Slayer and shit like that. But for entertainment purposes at the time, the thing that I was after was chicks. Chicks aren't listening to Slayer and stuff. I want to have a sausage fest. If I got a sausage fest, I'll throw a heavy metal show or a punk show, But, I wanted, to entertain the females. So what else do you play besides Bon Jovi, and Rat and stuff like that? It's poppy stuff, popular stuff.
Yeah, plus if you're trying to get people to go out and get on the dance floor and dance while you're playing, you got to get the girls to move, because it won't be the guys that go out on the dance floor. It'll be the girls that make that movement.
Who's going to dance to the Angel of Death? I mean, I know I would, but not the kind of dancing that people want to see, I guess.
I remember watching a friend of ours band play at Viejas, and they were doing great. They played this Journey song, and the floor was packed with people slow dancing, and they played another kind of similar song, and people were dancing, and then they came out with like an Iron Maiden song and just wiped the floor clear instantly. And I'm like,
could never get it back.
It never came back. I'm
never
like, why would you do that?
So, one of the saddest parts I thought about the movie, like when we used to watch it, we used to laugh about it at first, but then you really think about it, was kind of like the Ozzy part, like when he's cooking and he's spilling his juice everywhere and shit. And I come to find out now that whole shit was staged. It's all staged. They were just doing an interview and they go, hey, what if we get you cooking? And so they staged the whole thing. It wasn't even his house. They just rented that place.
What the hell?
That's
funny.
That would suck. I always thought it was real.
It worked.
Yeah. So they highlight this other band called London, which is
the launching pad.
The launching pad for rock stars, they call it, because they when you see it, you're gonna trip out on these guys. They're fucking trippy. But Nikki Sixx played there. He's the guy in The Dirt. Remember when he punched the lead singer in the face?
Yeah,
Same lead singer.
that. Yeah. I remember the flyer they had.
Yeah. So, London, I guess the guy from LA Guns went through there. The guy from Guns N' Roses, Izzy Stradlin, and the guy from Wasp. Yeah. So everybody went through London. And London, at this time, they're still trying to make it.
A couple guys from GNR went through that band.
I think so.
At least that's what he says in here.
These guys were lucky enough to get a spot, like highlighted spot, but they never really went anywhere.
Who?
These guys.
Who are these guys?
Oh, brother.
Ran out of rope.
Yeah, who are these people?
So I couldn't find the record, but I got the cassette. That's why that's right there. You could hear the cassette. That's what I listened to. I think these guys are Seduce. They even got and that's one thing. Like I was gonna say to reinforce what I was saying is that that in on the cassette it goes from super famous all the way to Seduce at the end, which is these guys.
The bottom of the pile.
Yeah, I fucking tripped out on it. Oh, and if you open it, it has all like it's actually extended cover on the cassette.
You know, when Gene Simmons was negotiating with him, that part of the deal was they were at the front.
Oh yeah, definitely. They didn't even let him put one of their songs. I thought they would. I think at the time they were doing Animalize. Back then, back in the day, I had the cassette of Faster Pussycat because there was a song, the beginning. Hold on, let me play it for you real quick.
That's one thing this movie didn't do very good a job of, is telling you which band and who these people were that they were talking to.
I know, now they inundate you with the little headlines of everything. I bought it because of this song. Just because I love the way it does the pussycat. But then, I was listening to him, and then because we're gonna do the song "Bathroom Wall," and this was around 1987, early '87, and I was reading Hit Parader, and they were talking to Ricky Ratman, and at the time he was the VJ for Headbangers Ball, right?
That's where I remember him from.
And I remember reading in the magazine that he also owned the bar with the lead singer of Faster Pussycat called the Cat House, and I was all, whoa, Faster Pussycat, Cat House, Ricky Ratman. I was like, whoa, the connection. I was tripping out, and I thought, yeah, that's for sure. It's got to be. They had just mentioned that it was owned by Ricky Ratman and a band, and then I put it together that it was Faster Pussycat, and then Tame, or is it that his name? Yeah. He came out saying that Tamey. They ended up investing in the bar so they can have somewhere to play. I was a wow! Good
idea. Get yourself a venue that pays for itself.
Just like when we started having those living parties so we could play.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you, we're headlining.
You won't give us a show.
Oh, you know what? Show. I think we wanted the 8 o'clock set.
Yeah.
What?
We don't want a headline.
Really? Yeah.
You get the headlining set, bud.
You get the headlining set when it's empty. So so those guys own the Cat House, and that was like the place to hang out. I remember this was in like 2007, I think. We went to Hollywood to go see one of Carlos's friends. She was playing at what was it?
Maggie Malone's
on Fairfax, right there by Sunset Boulevard. So we were there, right? And it was me, this dude, Carlos, and who else? Richard? Or was it Juan? Was it JJ?
No, it wasn't JJ.
It was somebody else. It was a fourth person.
Maybe it was Richard.
Maybe. But so we were there at Maggie Malone's, and she's playing, and she's kind of like this kind of rockish kind of thing, right? So we're there watching, and we're drinking, and back then me and this dude we were known for just going ape shit on everything, anytime, anywhere. Fucking Thursday, who gives a shit? Let's do this. So we fucking drank and shit. And of course, I was driving, and all of a sudden, after like 2, 3, 4 beers, I was like, dude, I can't drive. This dude's like, fuck it, I'll drive, dude. I was all right, cool. So we're driving the PT Cruiser. We're cruising down Sunset Boulevard. We're thinking of where to go, right? And we're looking at, there's fucking cops everywhere, right? We're just like, what the fuck? How do people party here, right? So we're fucking driving. This dude's talking and shit, and then boom! He hits the people in the front of us. He's just like, get there! There's a kid sitting in the back, and he's all fucking laughing. Hey, you're all drunk.
He's doing the booze thing.
Yeah.
The kid?
Yeah.
We were all going. We were all going about. We were like stop
5 miles an hour,
and then we'd go like 4 or 5 miles an hour, and then we'd stop again.
We were right in front of the Roxy, which is right next to the Rainbow Bar, and it was so fucking funny. I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, see, I don't care. I could drive drunk as fuck it.
That's so funny.
And what sucks is that what do we do? Oh, we forced Carlos to drive because Carlos didn't drink back then. Remember? And he was driving like the PT Cruiser. Like, fast forward a little bit. We're driving home. We're all fucked up. I have a napkin from the Rainbow wrapped around my hand, just drenched in blood, because we were walking, and I'm walking around. And I'm pretty wasted, so everywhere I go, I have a drink. Like, we went to the Roxy, and I walked out with my drink, and this, what the fuck are you doing? I go, what? It's Hollywood. I thought because it was Hollywood, it's something special. Dude, there's a million cops right across the street waiting for us to fuck up. And I am fucking up royally everywhere. And this dude's so fucking, let's go into the Rainbow. So we go into the Rainbow, and I don't know how we got in there really fast. Remember, I don't remember standing in line.
It wasn't hard to get in. It's just once you walked in the door, it was literally every inch of floor space. The hall, it's a house. It's like a house. And every inch of floor space, the entire staircase up to all the way up to the third floor.
Yeah,
was packed with people.
We went to that bar over the Rainbow. We even paid to go up there just to check it out and go, you know what, fuck this shit.
And then we left. That's when we went out that back door and down that thing. You cut your hand.
Yeah, so we go down the stairs, and I'm running my hand down this wall, right? And I didn't notice this metal coping on it that was lifted, and I ran my finger I sliced my finger open. And I was walking. I go, dude, I need a napkin or something. He was like, what? So holy fuck!
His whole hand was just bloody and dripping. I'm like, what the fuck did you do?
We go to the front door. I go, hey, dude, can I come in? Can I get a napkin or something? And the security guard's being a total fucking dick. And I go, I was walking around your thing, and that thing right there cut me. And he goes, holy shit. They fucking brought me right in. I wrapped the fucking napkin, and I was fucking walking around. Fucking thing it would not stop bleeding, but we were just drinking.
That's
and
insane.
Shit. There was like 4 or 5 bloody handprints on the fucking rail after that. I'm like, you want some evidence? There's a bloody handrail coming down the stairs.
Suing immediately.
We had a fucking amazing time. And all we did was go to the Roxy and the Rainbow. We didn't even go to the Whiskey and all these other places. So that was 20 years after this shit.
The problem with like the Whiskey is it's more of like just a venue. If there's not a concert that you want to watch there, then it's almost like the Roxy. The Roxy's at that little bitty bar.
That's right. We were kind of disappointed when we went to the Roxy. Like, anybody can get in because it's empty.
Yeah, because there's no show going on. If there was a show going on, it'd probably be packed with people. But then it would have costed $8 to get in.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I know. Even in 2006, it was, or 8. I was thinking it was 2008. We did a lot of shit between 6 and 10. Yeah. That was very questionable.
Yeah, it's really
very questionable behavior.
Gray area behavior.
So one of the highlights, I think, of this movie for me and my friends was Odin and Gazari, because he like really loves Odin, and I was with him. Right, because all I knew was Odin from the EP, which is let me play it for you because you got to have some background on this.
Isn't Manny an Odin fan?
No. Yeah, I don't
think that's not Odin.
So, when I was introduced to Odin from this guy that used to like drive around Calexico, like cranking music, and he always had interesting shit, and he would drive around doing the scream of this song. Just wait till you hear it, and
wow,
we call him the crazy Chinese guy. El Chino Loco.
What the hell? Wait, who's the crazy Chinese guy?
This guy that used to cruise around, and then one day,
dude.
because I knew him, he was a metal dude, but he was class of 84. So he had no respect for me. You know, I was a fucking little kid to him. You know, class of 84 was like, you bow down. You know, I don't know why they were just like in a class all to themselves. You know, he's 84. It's crazy. It's crazy that I hang out with him and he's 84. I'm through being bullied by your class. At least we're friends now.
Once you get to a certain age.
Yeah, right.
I'm 2014.
He's 24. But see, she's a 4. No wonder. She's a 4. 2014. That's 30 years from 84.
Damn, that's crazy.
Look. So he used to cruise around fucking screaming this. It was so funny to hear him. We're listening to Odin, the writer.
The guitar rhythm's just pounding. It's
right?
So good.
This is what I mean when I talk about Odin. Like a friend of mine, Julio, El Pichi Juder, he hates Odin. He hates him with the... He hates that I'm talking about Odin right now. He feels it right now that I'm talking about Odin. He's all, dude, Odin, don't talk about them. Don't give him the pleasure. But here we are. And this shit's pretty good. So that's...
I wish you guys could have heard that track because that was crazy.
Ooh, that guy screams like a motherfucker,
yeah,
huh? So we were really into it. Richard had the album, which I later acquired now. Now it's in my collection. It's the white vinyl cover. And he took it everywhere. You know, everybody, we all had recordings of it. Like Odin was pretty popular in our group because like everybody had it. But we in the band Sweet 19 after Deceiver, that was like our really metal band, the one that you saw in that video. But later on we became Sweet 19 because, you know, the chicks. We were a little bit more glam. We were playing like Black and Blue, Poison, Bon Jovi, and Odin. Of all things, we played the song called "Shining Love" at the talent show in high school. I'll play you that a little bit.
It's crazy to think you would join a talent show. Never in a million years would I ever even consider joining a talent show.
Nah.
Fuck no.
I couldn't wait for my opportunity.
I was like, absolutely not. In front of everybody, there's no fucking way.
It's a little easier if you're in a band with like 3 or 4 other guys, you know. But if you're out standing there doing the Star Spangled Banner or something by yourself, that'd be scary.
So one day in band practice, we're at Fred's house in the backyard, and I was listening to my headphones, and I was listening to Shining Love, and I started singing the verse. And I didn't notice, but all the 3 guys were just like, dude, we gotta play that song. I go, what? There's no fucking way I can't sing this shit. He goes, you just did. I go, but what about the scream? He goes, forget the scream, dude. And I actually tried to do it.
Oh,
dude.
no.
Because I could do the Slayer scream, but the Slayer scream is miles away from this scream.
No, yeah, it's a couple octaves lower than this one.
So we played the song because it was a love song, and I had a real big crush on this chick named Claudia at the time, and I go, dude, let's play this song, please. So after a while, after they said, okay, let's play it, we weren't gonna play it at the talent show, but they gave us 3 songs. So we said, all right, fuck it, let's play Talk Dirty to Me from Poison, and then we'll slip into Jailhouse Rock, and then we'll end with Shining Love. And I was like, yes. But so I got to play it, and it was really sad because the sound was terrible, so you couldn't really hear it. We practiced for months, so 5 days a week we practiced for the talent show. So I knew we knew the shit. And my friend Fred, he was such a phenomenal guitar player. He could play the whole fucking song. It was unbelievable to see. Like, damn. Like, if we had an acoustic stand, he would have played the acoustic part right here.
Or if the technology existed like the little button on my pedal board.
Yeah, exactly. So this whole part's fine, but here. I tried to do that. It was terrible. So then I went back down to the low parts. So that's it. So that's Shining Love by Odin. So we I used to love playing that song. It was so great. I always wish I could do that scream. So if you guys want to check it out, go see Electric Requiem on YouTube. He's got the whole album. You can check it out. Tell him it's fucking good. You'll love it. I'm telling you, talk about nostalgia right there. So back to the movie, which, you know, it has a lot to do with Odin. I mean, especially because that part, it's so embarrassing. I mean, it's heartbreaking.
Wait, what happened?
So Gazzari goes up there, right? The owner of the club, Gazzari's. And this Gazzari's club, I was listening to the book by Stephen Pearcy, the lead singer of Rat, and he was talking about Gazzari's as that was the only place that really gave him a break. That he got in with Gazzari, and he fucking, after like pounding him, he got Mickey Rat. That's what they were called before, after like a dirty version of Mickey Mouse. So
Mickey Rat.
They had 8 stages at the place. So you start at number 8 and work your way up. So he started at number 8 and played like on a Monday night or a Tuesday night for free, of course. Pay to play. And I think this is Gazzari's right here that we're seeing. So now we're watching London on the decline. These guys.
Also, 2 Guns N' Roses, he just said, and Cinderella guitarist too.
Oh shit, he was so good. The guy from Cinderella.
Both of them.
Yeah. But yeah, so he really likes Odin, right? And he really pushed him, and he was this band, they're gonna be fucking huge. He's talking into the MCing, and he goes, "Come on, let me hear you, everybody. Odin. You hear like 2 people. The place is packed. And they've already talked to everybody beforehand. Like, that's what he's doing right now. He's going through all the rules because they have to, like, get a release, basically. So this is a mass release. So they all know what's going on. And nobody would yell and raise their hands or nothing. He's just like, and he does it like 8 times, maybe. He's like, Odin. And nobody's doing it. I was just like, oh, it was sad. It was sad.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
I was just like, gacho. And then they start playing, and I'm thinking the shit that we just heard, right? And then they start playing that crap. I was like, what the fuck is that? And so I come to realize that, of course, in my neck of the woods, I'm not privy to the news that Odin has a new album, and it fucking totally blows. So now, like, I mean, and the funniest postscript about it is that they're still around. Go fucking figure. I'm sure London's probably still around. Yeah. Well, all those guys are now rock stars in some other band, and there's new guys doing London. But listen to them.
I bet you London's still
Do you
around.
hear
Say they probably produced another
potential?
50 fucking
We're watching the part where London.
I feel like
Would you listen to this?
It was hard at the time, though, because there were so many bands that had this same sound.
That's what I was just going to say. I was like, it sounds like everything else. So, yeah, I guess they could be famous.
Okay.
Just like all the other people that sound exactly like them.
See, to me, they don't sound good at all. I mean, they sound okay, but they sound like a band that's
they definitely
really
don't
hard.
sound as good as like the other ones, but it just sounds similar.
derivative to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Now, I'd like to say that there's something about them that I like after watching the movie a million times, but no. I mean, I could see why Nikki Sixx punched the guy in the face.
And I could see because they obviously had a lot of local fame in L.A., so it's a great jump-off point for guitarists or whoever to get into London, get some big gigs, get noticed, and then fucking Motley Crue snatch you, or
yeah, exactly.
GNR snatch you, or Cinderella, or whatever.
So yeah, I mean, aside from all that stuff, I mean, then there's the Chris Holmes stuff. He's the guitar player for Wasp, And that part, no matter when, it was never cool.
Yeah.
He's just sitting in the pool and his mom's right there, and he's just like drunk as fuck. He's saying at first how he's a happy camper, and then how he's a piece of shit, and how he's a fucking full-blown alcoholic. And then he pours like a fifth of vodka all over his face. He's drinking it.
Goes through like 2 fifths.
It's crazy. It's pathetic.
Yeah, that's the saddest part of it. And it's funny because Ozzy kind of, he puts it really succinctly in here where he says, kids think, hey, I'm going to be a rock star and I'm going to get money and cars and houses and then I'll live happily ever after. And he goes, but it's not that.
It turns into a business.
All of a sudden drugs get into the picture and alcohol gets into the picture, and then you're married and then you're divorced and he starts going through like shit that really happens to people, and it's like, and how they got robbed from their manager for the first how many years.
But yeah, this is a really good look at all the shit that we were doing exactly at that time period. It's perfect. It's very time period specific. Like all the stuff that we've talked about, all the stuff we're going to talk about, this I think the reason I say she killed heavy metal was because after this, the saturation was so heavy. You had bands like Britney Fox, like all these bands just come, a fucking White Lion with Wait, and oh God, Europe with the Final Countdown. Give me a break. I almost fucking blew my head off. It was saturated. So of course Nirvana comes out and whoa, something different, something real,
That's why.
Not enough pageantry. It was too much. Everybody was putting more money into the show than the actual product. So it was just a show.
There was too much incest going on there, where band members have been in 15 of the different LA bands, So all of a sudden the sounds everything just starts sounding the same, and everybody's doing the same thing. Like, hey, that band's starting to do this drum thing, and let's do that, and then they sound just like those guys. I always thought, being in a band, if somebody goes, you know what, you guys sound just like, that's it.
Yeah, it's an
tells
insult.
Me we fucking failed.
Yeah.
Suck.
Oh, that sucks.
I would think that too. If you're like,
yeah.
I mean, it's like, I hate when somebody tells me that I look like somebody else.
Oh yeah,
like, what do you mean?
True.
Yeah,
I don't look like anyone.
That person looks like me.
I'm unique.
But yeah, this was the end of because it was glam metal. Glam is what killed metal, really. It just got too commercial and too much, that's why
it started becoming about a product.
That's why, like, when
lame.
when Nirvana came out with just wearing flannels and shit, everybody was like, "Yeah, dude, fuck that."
Yeah, because that's what
Anthrax started dressing down.
So much better in my
Because
opinion.
everybody was doing it, whether they want to admit it or not. Everybody was doing it. Ozzy looked different. Fucking everybody looked different. Everybody looked like a little glammy, They had a little glitz to them.
Ozzy with his short spiked blonde hair.
Yeah, exactly, with the shiny ass fucking trench coat, you know. I mean, everybody was doing that. Look at that. These guys don't look any different than any other guys out there. And what's crazy is that I wanted to be out there.
Well, it's
your
like
favorite song, Russian Winter.
Oh God, I hate
we were watching this earlier.
song.
This guy was all, fuck this song.
Dude,
dude.
Listen, look at the words. Look at the word. Listen to the words of this song. It is the lamest fucking song.
That's words.
Yeah, I had heard it. It sucks.
And they all live right there after all those years. Still, I guess they got together 79 or some shit.
And they 79.
Yeah,
they were living that fucking thing.
No, and this is an upgrade supposedly.
Oh yeah, this is what they've gotten to.
Yes, it's 79 to 87.
Look how far we've come.
Oh God, that is sad and depressing.
But back then, this is I wrote a note about it. That's it. Yeah, the illusion of fame was louder than the music, basically.
Yeah, and these guys, they poached from women. They would play gig, get $50 between them, so $10 a piece.
Yep.
And then they would go pick up a bunch of the groupies, go to a hotel, and they'd get one or two of the groupies to pay for everything
and buy food.
And if it worked out for them, one of them would stick around for a few weeks, and they'd go out a few times, and she'd keep paying for things.
No shit. So yeah, so this is a quick glimpse to I guess. Oh, I was 17 from the whole time it started till it ended. I was 17. I was a fucking. I was the bully. I was the fucking senior in high school.
I was 21.
No shit.
87.
I had an ID that said I was 22. By accident. I only wanted it to be 19, and somehow it ended up 22. I didn't know how to. It's not
I
my
never
fault.
had a
I can't
fake
read.
ID.
You did it? Oh, you didn't need one, huh?
I never needed one back
No?
then either.
I needed one from when I started going out because Mexicali was only 18.
That's like when I tried to go to work for Magic Mountain. I found out I had to be 18 to work there, and I was bummed. I'm like, shit, we got moved to Hollywood just so I could work there, you know. And
how old were you?
I was 15.
Oh fuck!
And I'm like, damn. So Matt, I had my birth certificate, and Matt's looking at my birth certificate, and he goes, you know what? He's a really good artist. He goes, I can make it 19. I can't make it 18, but I can make it 19.
No shit.
And I go, you guys think I passed for 19? They're like, oh fuck yeah. So he doctored my thing, and I brought it in. And
shit.
They bought
you
it.
got the job?
They bought it, and I got the job.
That's sick.
Fuck. I had the same curse you did. Like at 15, I must have looked fucking 12. Yeah.
I had the opposite curse. At 17, I looked 22.
So,
oh God. I'm glad I look younger.
As we got older, like we felt the need to have like a sober driver because we were going to Mexicali and getting too fucked up. So we made my little brother an ID from the computer institute I was working at because we were already 19 at this point. And so Tony was 13. And we used his 6th grade picture on an ID and made him 19. Everybody believed that, dude. It was a little fucking baby picture, dude, of him in 6th grade. And everybody at the strip bars we went to, we used to take him with us, dude. Fucking little 13-year-old.
Oh,
it was so crazy.
Yeah, they probably didn't even believe it. They're probably just like, whatever.
Get in. He's my brother.
It's funny, when I lived in Hollywood, there was a AM/PM right up on Ventura Boulevard. And we walked to get beer and whatever, and we were really young, and we could all buy beer there. It was
no shit.
Yeah, it was like
it's like Calexico Market.
It was funny. It was like a Sikh family that owned the whole thing, right? And first time we went in there, and Matt bought it because he's the oldest, right? He was like, I don't know, 17.
17.
And he went in there and he got like a 12-pack. He set it there, and the guy sold it to him, and he came out. He's like, yeah, we can get beer here. Cool. So
we're set.
We went there another time, and Matt wasn't with us, and it's me and Delmar. Delmar was like you. He had the curse of looking a little younger than he was. So I'm like, all right, well, let me try it. So I walk in there, and I was like, fuck, I was 15.
No shit.
Yeah, because I was working back, so I was 15. So I walked in there, I grabbed a 12-pack, set it on the counter. The guy goes, $12. And I'm like, all right, because I give the money, we walk out. We're like, fuck, the guy doesn't care. So a couple months later, our friends come down, and our friend Little Mike, who is older than me, but looked way younger than me. He looked 11. Like a kid. He drove his car. He looked like this, and we're like, let's see if he'll sell it to Mike.
No way.
So we just kept bringing younger and younger people to see how fucking low it could go, you know?
It'd be like the clerks at the selling them cigarettes.
I know. If I knew an 8-year-old back then, we'd have tried it. It's funny. The younger you were, the longer he would longer he would scan the parking lot. Like,
okay, give me the money.
All right, $12.
Yeah, in Calexico there was a Calexico Market, and we used to go there. But if you were underage, you knew that if a 12-pack was $6.99, to you it was $14.
Damn.
It was always double. The guys would sell it to anybody, but you have to pay double. Are you 21? No. Yeah. No, you're not. That's fuck. All right, $20.
It was funny. That was good enough back then. You 21? You're like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right.
I hate when people ask me how old I am, because sometimes I forget. And I'm
it's
like
rude.
29. Because when I'm buying alcohol, and I'm like, I look like I'm not. I look like I'm not 29, because I don't remember how old I am, which is funny.
It's a curse.
I'm kind of with you on that. I forgot how old it was a couple of years ago. I thought I was turning 58, and it's like, damn, 58. And Danielle goes, "You're turning 57."
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Cool.
God.
All right, I just gained a fucking year in 2 seconds.
Nice.
So yeah, I recommend this movie to anybody. If you guys are out there looking for something to watch, you can watch it. Sorry, you can watch it on YouTube. It's on YouTube for free, I think. Yeah, because that's what we're watching it. And it's also on Amazon Video.
Yeah, and if you wanna really know what it was like, then this is the movie. Because I'm telling you, I was there then, and this is what it was like, just exactly like this movie. So if you ever wondered what it was, the whole scene was like, this is it. As ridiculous as it is.
Did you guys ever hang out on Sunset back then?
All the time.
That was like
we were in walking distance.
You guys were. How old were you then?
15.
15. Shit. So that's So I was 11. That's 81. So you're there during the first movie. Basically, you were there during the first movie.
No. Yeah, I guess so.
81.
Yeah, I guess so. Was it that early?
81, 82?
Yeah, I guess so. Because I was 15. I know I was 15.
You fucking Van Halen running around the place, Y&T, all that shit, dude.
It was really cool back then. It was scary, though. I'll tell you this. It was scary then. Walking down Hollywood Boulevard, once it got, past like 10, 11 o'clock,
That's what I heard.
Way rougher back then.
Like Hollywood and Vine, don't get caught there.
Yeah, it was, and we had to walk up to, which one? I don't remember what street Ventura Boulevard turned into in Hollywood that crosses Hollywood Boulevard and Sunset.
Yeah.
But we just had to walk to that street and then up over the freeway, and boom, we were at our house.
Fuck.
But that whole walk was really scary. After about 10 or 11 o'clock at night, it was scary as fuck.
Wow.
Then when we got all the way down Ventura Boulevard and had to go down Lancashire to our actual apartment, the only way to walk, the sidewalk went through a tunnel carved in right under the freeway underpass. And the street was
oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And we'd have to walk in there, and sometimes we'd walk in and we'd be walking, talking and shit, and we wouldn't notice there's guys coming at us. And then we'd look back and guys coming in from the back, and it's like, oh, fuck. We just got trapped in the tunnel.
That is so crazy. That is right there in the heart of it.
Yeah, I stayed around there once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, when you went to Universal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's literally right on that corner.
And
we
walked through that tunnel more than a few times.
No shit.
At night, too, and it was like, oh, Jesus.
So imagine we were like 15, I was the youngest, 15 to 17 probably. Like four of us living that.
Nobody's doing it.
But we used to have to walk through that. We'd be walking through that late at night to go to the store, so it was scary. Because we'd get back from Magic Mountain it would close, whatever would close, 10 or 11 o'clock, and then we'd drive back to Hollywood and then have to go to the store to get shit. So it's like midnight. It's like,
goddamn.
Let's go. Who wants to risk their lives for some Twinkies?
Oh, that's funny.
When you're hungry, though.
Yeah. At first you don't, then you get high and you're like, all right, I'm risking my life. Let's go get some Twinkies.
Yeah. Oh, now listen to Odin in the movie. The way you look at me, that was enough. Right? And then this assless chaps he's wearing, they're disgusting. He doesn't even have a nice butt.
Wait, is his ass out?
Oh, it is. Watch.
Oh, my. Yeah, he does not have a good butt for those at all.
Right? That's what I was saying. And that's him right there saying how this is all he does, man. That's why he wears assless chaps, because they ventilate his scrotum sack.
Why does he wear scrotumless pants?
Right?
Yeah, put your balls on display.
Just let his nuts hang out the front.
They're probably too small. They are the most positive band about making it. In this movie, they are the most positive.
Oh, Robert Plant is playing at Harrah's with that band that he has now or whatever. Saving Grace. It sold out so fast.
No shit.
Like it's already sold out, and it's not until next year.
Are you going to work it to see it?
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's not until like November.
So where along the fence line are you going to meet us to let us in?
Yes.
I know.
get us in. Pull the fence up. Fuck it. Hell yeah. Well, I would recommend this movie to everybody. I think it's a great movie. It's a great capture of that time period.
Yeah, it definitely takes me right back to that time.
What do you think, Sammy? You like it?
Yeah, I do like the movie. It's very interesting.
Now you're going to really watch it.
Yeah.
I bet. It's
well,
pretty
I'm telling
good.
you, watch the first one,
yeah,
too.
watch the first
one.
one.
And I want to see the Gutter Punks one, too.
Yeah.
The only bitch I have about the first one is they really picked almost the whole movie is almost the bottom of the barrel of artists. Except, I mean, they had the Circle Jerks. They had a few bigger bands, but most of them were just smaller bands, and that only people that were into punk would know.
Yeah. Angry Samoans and shit like that. I got a little bit of schooling on punk when I was younger. Thank goodness for that too, because I would have never known like about Black Flag and all these bands. Yeah. And even now, I mean, I like them all except for Dead Kennedys. I don't like Dead Kennedys. I don't like his voice.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly what I don't like about Dead Kennedys.
I loved every rendition of Black Flag. I've listened to them all, and they're so good.
They were one of my favorites. TSOL.
TSOL, no shit.
Suicidal Tendencies.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that wraps it up for us. We're talked about as long as the movie is almost.
Right.
But, yeah, so I'd like to thank everybody for listening.
Thank you.
And please keep us in mind, too, when you're cruising the internet. Make sure to drop us a like. If you want to drop us a comment, that'd be great. You can also email us at vinylhunger@gmail.com.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And subscribe to our YouTube. We're so close. 91 away from 1,000. That's going to be great. Finally. I've had this account forever. So anyways, thank you guys very much for listening. And I know all my Gen Xers out there get it. So all you guys out there that are collectors, fans of the period or whatever, I hope you're enjoying this. And any questions, just let us know. All right. So this is Harvey saying goodbye.
So long.
Peace.